Hello, I'm not gonna waste your time. This is just a rant video on how I dislike Roblox Asym horror games. And just note, this is my opinion. This doesn't mean any of this is objectively true. This is just how I feel. And if I sound weird, it's because this is 2 in the morning as I'm recording this. Firstly, they're overdone. They are so overdone. If you go on YouTube and search Roblox Asym or Roblox Asym game, you will find dozens to hundreds of them because every single person wants to do one. I see people doing them for any piece of media. You can see one for object shows, Mario, Sonic, Kirby, even something like Terraria probably has one, or multiple of them. There is so many. It gets so boring. People refuse to do anything else. Like, I'll say a cool game and I'll be like, oh, cool, what genre is it? It's just, oh, it's a Roblox 1 versus 8 asymmetrical horror game. And it's so dumb. It's so dumb. People can't do anything else. Have we ever heard of, I don't know, like Doors games or games with like combat or a storyline or something instead of just killer kill survivors over and over and over again? It's so boring. It's so overdone. After like the second or third game, you get tired of it unless you're like really liking these games. If you do, I don't judge you, but I don't like them that much. They just get really boring after like the third one. And yeah, like I said, they're just so overdone. It gets boring so fast. Second off, balancing is almost always awful. It's usually that the killer just completely obliterates survivor and the main gameplay is just get killed in 5 seconds, or the survivors are overpowered and the power role that everyone loves to play isn't a power role. I don't blame devs for like not having good balancing. This is just another issue with the genre in general. It's so flawed with so many things, especially balancing. Third, they can't even be considered horror games. People title them as asym horror games, but they're not really horror games. After you've played like one or two of them, the horror just disappears quickly. They'll memorize maps and abilities and objectives and all the characters, and it's just not scary. It's not scary. It's just, oh, I hear music and footsteps. Killer is chasing me. I gotta run from the killer. It's not like a new experience every time or something. Like it, no, it gets repetitive fast. Speaking of it being repetitive, the gameplay loop is just so bland in most of them, and most games don't do anything different with it. It's just the same thing. It's usually just spawn in, do objectives, run from killer, live or die. Over and over and over again. That's the whole thing. And then you just keep playing until you become killer, you play your killer round, and then it repeats over and over again. And it is also really like boring when that's all the games are. And you can't do much with the genre anyway, because the way it's built is just one person is killer, the rest are survivors, or like there's killers versus survivors, multiple roles, and all that. It's very, like, again, very limiting, very flawed. My biggest point is how competitive they are and how the fun was sucked out of them. When a game like Forsaken first came out, I loved it. I was having so much fun with it because everyone was learning it and it was casual. But nowadays, I just watch survivors loop the killer for 4 minutes and abuse like crazy text, and that's all every round is. If you don't loop the killer forever as a survivor, then you're gonna lose. If you don't pull out the most like sweaty, absurd text as the killer, or like just in general gameplay, you're gonna lose. It doesn't matter like if you want to play casually or not. If you play in a public server, like the average public server is usually going to have people with experience. If the game has been out for like a month or two, it's already going to be filled with experienced people, which is why the games die out so fast, because it just becomes competitive. And the only people left to play are competitive players. Most of the time, at least. Also, tell me one time you've seen someone do looping or you've done looping or played against it that you had fun. That you actually had fun against that or playing as that or just in general. Just had fun involving looping. It's not a thing. Just competitive gameplay in this is not fun. I personally just don't like competitive games, so maybe I'm biased, but I just don't have fun with it. I just want to play a game, turn my brain off, and have fun and goof around with my buddies. But it seems I can't do that because John 50 Days of Playtime wants to play like everyone else does in these games. Lastly, all I can really think of is that most of these games introduced like nothing new, and they really can't because again, the genre is so limiting. Like some of the games are just bland. I'm going to be so real with you. They're just bland. It's usually just like retro Roblox game based off of Roblox myths or Asym horror game based off of popular media. For example, I know people aren't gonna like this, but I never liked Bite by Night because it was just Asym horror game, but it's FNAF, and also they have pandemonium from pressure when you go to the doors for some reason. And the rounds are so long. That's all that makes it different from other Asym games. That's it. That is literally it. Most of them just like do something like add jumping or add like a new ability to an Asym game that's never been seen before. It's like you can't do anything other than that. At the end of the day, almost every single Asym horror game is just like loop the killer for 4 minutes simulator, and that's it. Plus, just add like characters that usually aren't yours. If you make an Asym game with original characters, I respect you. Good job. You did something other than the rest do, which is just use Roblox myths or popular media. That's really all I wanted to say. I just wanted to get this off my mind, and I've been wanting to put out this video for a while. If you watched this whole thing, thank you very much. Again, this is just my opinion. This doesn't mean it's objectively correct. This is just how I feel about it. And if you disagree with it, that is perfectly fine. I respect your opinion. And thank you. Goodbye.